like to recognise the camaraderie in the pits, and though Cat 3 went out early on, Keith Williams, Georgie Reed and Julianne Williams were terribly helpful. And so for the Sportsmanship Award, we go for Cat 3. And the most promising newcomer award, well, any machine that can toss Chaos 2 out of the arena deserves something. Michael Lambert, Daniel Lambert and Stephen Gadsby. The most promising newcomer, Dan Tom Kia. Well done, all of you, but I'm told they're ready for battle in the playoff.
The number 3 seed, Firestorm 4.
Graham Bone and Hazel Heslop, again, trying for that bronze medal, finishing third.
Terrorhurtz.
John Reed, Dominic Parkinson, they've done brilliantly to reach this far.
Roboteers, stand by.
Who have you got in the arena for the House Robots? Dead Metal, look at the saw and the pincers. And Shunt.
3, 2, 1.
This for third place then. Firestorm, Force, Phillipa, Terrorhurtz with the axe. Very little ground clearance on Terrorhurtz for Firestorm to exploit, but a good shove there. Slightly the heavier the machines. Firestorm into trouble in the CPZ from Shunt. Down comes the axe of Terrorhurtz. And Firestorm on the end, on the receiving end of some mighty blows. Look at that! A huge hole appears in the front of Firestorm 4. Terrorhurtz, like a mad thing out there. Graham Bone and Hazel Heslop look worried, but what's happened to Terrorhurtz? They seem to have stopped. No, they haven't. I spoke too soon. Shunt comes out. Well, the axe is working, but apart from that, no. I don't think John Reed's machine is going anywhere. You can hop and jump about like a maddened flea as much as you want, but Firestorm 4 more measured and calm now. Know that Terrorhurtz have stopped. The ref bot is counting them down and out, and that maddened spurt and spasm at the start of this third, fourth place playoff did them in. Firestorm 4, as Terrorhurtz are counted out, finished third yet again. They're hopping and leaping, but it's Graham Bone and Hazel Heslop. Where are they going? Spirited to the end, the Terrorhurtz team. Great to see them here again, and we hope they return. Go on, Dead Metal, now completely trash their machine. On the fire will do. Go on, Shunt. Steal the axe. That's going to be moving at Christmas in the year 2050, that axe. It'll still be axing away, even if it's the machine long gone into its robot grave. Somewhere the axe will be moving. It was frenetic and aggressive and hyperactive. And it was beaten into fourth place. What a run Terrorhurtz have had. I love their semi-final victories against Spawn Again and Bigger Brother. But this is where it ends for Terrorhurtz. Fourth in Robot Wars, the Sixth Wars. The only question now, where will the punishment end? A little flick from Dead Metal, they've righted themselves. I was only joking, I wouldn't like to see it damaged. Well, too much anyway. And the pit, a welcome release and a welcome relief. For the Terrorhurtz team, cheerio for now, I hope. Firestorm finished third, once again.
A gallant fight from Terrorhurtz, but Firestorm, they claim third place, they get bronze medal, they get a place on the podium. Let's hear it for Firestorm! Guys, I think you were so unlucky. I also think you immobilised yourself, because, come on, you've cranked that hammer up a bit more, haven't you?
I've cranked it right up to the limit.
I mean, the stage was shaking when that hammer... I mean, your robot started jumping in the air. At one point, you jumped into the flames. What are you trying to do there? Out of the frying pan or
Just
what?
frustration.
I have never seen the house robots so scared of a robot before as well. They weren't going anywhere near you, you know?
They were hesitating a bit, wasn't they?
They certainly were. Unseated robot, you've come all this way.
Yeah.
Didn't quite get the third place, didn't quite get the place on the podium, but a tremendous achievement. Are you going to come back for more?
Definitely.
I reckon John he's going to do his usual trick, which is now the robot is more or less working, and he's going to change it, try and improve it, become unreliable, which is our hallmark.
You'll come back with a really dodgy robot
Yes,
again.
I probably will.
In the next wars, but good luck. I hope that doesn't happen. Ladies and gentlemen, Terrorhurtz! Did I call it right there?
Yeah, it was very lucky.
Because you look, you had no forward drive at all. They pulverised you, and it was like you were being like a skateboarder. You go like side, you know, and that was just making you go forward, so it didn't look like you were immobilised.
No, we've got two separate systems for drive. We've got one for like forwards and backwards, and the other one for left and right.
Yeah.
So they're taking out forwards and reverse.
Yeah.
But if you spin left and right very quick, you can sort of like.
That's what I mean, like a skateboarder.
Yeah,
you know?
straightforward.
That's the way they do it. You were third in the third war.
Yeah.
You were third in the fifth war. And you're third in the sixth war. What is it going to take for your robot to make that extra step up to make the grand final and maybe walk off with the trophy?
I've got some ideas.
You got some ideas? Because people are starting to adapt their robots a little bit now for particular fights. Have you noticed that?
Well, they have, yeah. But I mean, we've been virtually the same robot for 4 years now.
Yeah.
And we're still competitive, so I think just slight modifications, a few tweaks.
Good luck. Hey, come back. You've got to do it sometime. You've got to at least make the grand final.
I think one of these days, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please raise the roof. Go ballistic. Go hell for leather for Firestorm!
The third-fourth playoff is out of the way. Now the one we've been waiting for. Razer against Tornado. And what is the secret? What have Tornado got?
You will never guess what's happened down here. This is absolutely unprecedented. You thought you knew the robots that were taking part in this. They've changed. Come and see what's happened. The Razer team seem to have added a little modification, which I'll show you there. An extra spike. But before we talk to them about why they did that, perhaps I should show you this. Do you remember the Tornado robot? It looks nothing like it did. They had that interchangeable weapon head that we talked about right from the beginning. And this is the weapon that they've chosen. But it comes with supporting struts, which might not help Razer's cause. Now, Noel Sharkin, judge extraordinaire, if you don't mind my saying so. Come here. Can they get away with this?
Yes, they can get away with it. I mean, it's been approved because they declared it in advance, you see. So it's been in the rules since the very beginning that we could have interchangeable weapons.
Yeah.
But there are just certain things about it that Razer need to know, for instance, before the fight starts, just to keep everything clear.
You do what you need to do, which is a kind of a damage report, isn't it?
Do.
Yeah, okay,
well,
you do
they're
that.
doing a damage. Martin and Matt are doing a damage report. I'm just going to explain to them what counts as damage.
Do it, okay.
Oh, what a final to look forward to up here in the Crow's Nest. I've been pouring through all my notes and the video replays to try and come up with a guess of the winner for you. Razer, immeasurable power, huge crushability factor, but Tornado, bags of heart, it just goes on and on and on. Which one do I go for? Razer or Tornado? Am I going to break a few hearts? Only the bookies, I hope, because I want to go for Razer.
Excited am I, because this is what 12 heats, 2 semi-finals and a skip load of destruction has all been leading up to. Yes, the winner of this next battle will be crowned champion of Robot Wars, the 6th war. This is crunch time. It all stops here. So, are you ready to find a champion? Okay then, let the grand final begin!
Unbeaten in 21 battles at 96 kilos. Ian Lewis, Simon Scott and Vinnie Blood and Razer.
The number 12 seed, Tornado.
Looks utterly bizarre, to be honest, with that spinning disc. Andrew Marchant and David Gamble and Brian Moss know what they're doing, though. It's the surprise.
Roboteers, stand by.
We've got a couple of surprises in the shape of Shunt and Dead Metal.